and you would like it, you can start on that. And we're going to lie down, curl in. I see you coming in. As people are coming in, we'll start with some bridging. Your feet are on the roller and you're going to curl up and down and feel your spine articulate. So we're waking up our spine, we're waking up our glutes, we're waking up our hamstrings. And then you also want to feel like your breath is now through the nose and out the nose. Just clear your mind of everything from the past or the future. And we'll take a couple more. And then on this last one, we're going to hold it up here. And you can take your arms overhead and add a gentle shoulder stretch. Let your scapula relax to the mat. Hold 10. And then lower yourself down and glide your feet out a little longer so that your calf, lower calf or high ankle is on the mat. You can place your hands next to the hips and lift up and exhale up. Both glutes, hamstrings, we'll do 10 of these. 3, 4, your neck has space underneath it. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now on the 10th one, we're going to hold it. So here we go. On the 10th one, hold it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then lower down. And you can hug your legs into your belly for a moment. And we'll do a single leg on the roller. If you need a backup plan, do it on the floor. One leg's up, one leg's on the roller. And then on the other, let's lift up and go 10. Go back to your front leg, your first leg, lift up the other, and we'll do our leg pulls. So you're going to be pointing and flexing, and you really want to reach through those feet, those toes. Stretch out through the foot. Spread out the toes as well. And we're going to take 10 on the other leg. So your hips are level. You're really reaching, point and flex. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then let your feet down, lower, and then this time hold on to your feet or your ankles. So you have a happy baby. It's a little bit more hamstring than we just had a moment ago. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then your feet can be on a shelf. And we're going to take the the crisscross. If you need a backup plan, you can just leave the head down and do the legs. Or a modification would be just to do a bridge, feet on the floor or feet on the roller. Otherwise, take 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, relax your roller, your head, and then get your roller a little bit further away from you. And we'll come back to it, but just get it out of your legs' way. Now, you're going to be lifting up both legs. Your hands are beside your hips. And you're going to do a little partner drill with me. So we're facing each other. Our legs are facing each other. And then we clear each other's legs left and right, or as low as you comfortably can with your ribs staying down. 4, and then 5, 6, and we're doing 10 of these. 7, 8, and 9, and then 10. All right, pull those legs in. Now you can do a bridge or you can lift your hips up this way. And those of you that want to add on, take your hands behind your head and you'll do 10 double crunches. Belly in, so it shouldn't be pooching out when you lift. The belly's pulling in. 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. Hands to your inner ankles, and let your knees also rock a little right or left. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Now we're going to take our hands underneath the thighs, pop up, really good, grab a sip. Let's do a swan with that foam roller. So we have it handy. We're going to be using it close. And grab that foam roller. Okay, belly down. Now the arms are like a Y here, and you push down into the foam roller. Okay, keep going, I gotta move my, okay. We're gonna push down into the roller, and then we're gonna go up. Inhale, and exhale. And inhale, and this can be done, there you go. This can be done with the floor as well. You don't have to have a roller. It does add a little element. It's up to you. Or it also adds height though, so if you're modifying, you're on the ground. And if you want it harder, you're on the roller. Lift up with your inhales through your nose. Stay up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, long arms, 9. And lower down, let's do it 2 more times. Your elbows are long. There is a softness to them, but they're long. Lift up. 2, 3, unless you're doing the modified. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Lower. Now we're going to do that again. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then lower. Now, I'm going to get rid of the roller for just a moment. The hands go down beside your hip bones, palms face the floor. Lift up your torso. Oops, there goes my mic. Lift up your torso, and then your legs. Now, you can add your arms lifting higher for 10, 2 reps, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And your arms can be lifting higher than your back. Hey, yep, there it is. Now your arms can go out wide, just stay up. 10, the arms go higher though. The neck does not have tension. Now the arms are going to go like a Y and lift them up higher. Feel your rear deltoid, traps. 9. And then we push back, child pose, and I'm going to add a toe under child's pose for the feet to get a stretch. 5, ooh, I like that. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. And then let's grab a sip, and I'm going to offer that you have a foam roller underneath your shins on this next one. So if you're doing that, we'll put the elbows on the floor, the roller's on the other end. All right, you'll toe in slightly so you're internally rotated on the muscle, not the bone. And you can shift forward and shift back. You could also do this with the toes on the floor. Breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your nose. You're going to roll out your shins a little while we're here too. 4 more. 3 more. Hi. 2 more. Hi, girl. And then take a child's pose for a moment. Good. Your low back gets a decompression. All right. And then when we go out this time, we're going to pull the knees under. So think of an inchworm type movement. And the roller can start closer to your knee side so that when you bend your knees underneath you like this, you have room to roll the shin. Yeah. And then try rolling the knees more underneath you. And then, yeah, really crunch the knees in. Bend the knees. Yep, bend. Yeah, there you go, Betty. That's it. Bend the knees. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. And then recover. Let your elbows bend this time like you're patting yourself on the back between your scapula. Squeeze. And then come back out. Now this time you're going to lift your hip, and I think that's the one you were thinking of earlier. So you're going to go long like plank, but then lift your hips, your hip, and then your knees are long. So lift your pelvis and lift your pelvis. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, recover, take a moment. All right. Now on this one, actually grab a sip, and on this one we're going to do a little diagonal stuff. So the knees are going to go to the left elbow, plank, and then the knees are going to go to the right elbow. So you'll set up forearms, long legs on the roller, bend the knees, inchworm to the left, put them straight, bend the knees, inchworm to the right, bend the knees to the left. You're also rolling out your peroneals, the fibularis on the side of the lower leg. All right, try 6 more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and we're doing one more, 1. And then take a little breather. Good. We're going to do one more thing here, exercise, before we change up the plane. So this is going to be high hip left and then high hip right. So a diagonal flamingo, a diagonal dolphin. So forearms down. Now lift your hips, long knees towards the left, come back to plank. Lift your hips up towards the right. Lift your hips up towards the left. Lift them towards the right. Lift them to the left. Long knees, right. Knees longs. One more each side. And then take a little breather. Let that go. Good. Grab a sip. Perfect job, guys. Take a little sip. Let's touch base with some lateral muscles. So at first, your arc, whatever this is called, your prop. There's so many props now. Okay, so it's a plank. You don't have to use one too. That's a modification. If you don't want to use one, lift up and hold. I'm losing my clothing. 10, 2, 3, 4. Good stretching. 5, 6. Lift up your hip a little bit, Michelle. 7. Yeah, there you go. 8, 9. Now lower your hip. We're going to go to the other side. And let's go up 10. Now it's just a static side plank. Here we go. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Letting that go. Wonderful job. To the other side, side plank. We'll take our hand in a folded position, and then if you have trouble with your wrist kind of flexing, extending it, try folding your knuckles under and placing the knuckles near the temple. For me, it really keeps the wrist more neutral. 2, 3, and your hips are square. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then lower. Try the other side. All right, see, you're going to place your forearm on the ground and your legs go long. Now, one hand is folded, probably folded. You can also do it open if you want, but your wrist is neutral. And inhale and exhale. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and really good. Nice job. All right, one more. We'll put this over here, and then we'll do a little, my favorite, of course, paint the sky. So come up, the hands on your thigh. You can go over like you're painting the sky, or you're catching a cloud. 3, there you go. The hip can lower and the hip can lift. 4, 5, good. 6, 7, good. Stretching that arm. 8, stretching your lat. 9, here we go. 10. Okay, move that foam roller on the other side. And we're gonna do 10 on this side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, I love it. All right, grab a sip. Let's sneak in a couple stretches, shall we, for posture and to relieve tension. Take an arm open when you're ready and rotate your torso. 10. Inhale, open, and rotation the other way, and 10. Now we'll go open, inhale, and then exhale. Now you could put your arm down, or if you want, you could cross to your other knee and hold. 10, 2, 3, yep, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, open up and do the same thing. Now you could put your hand across, or you could put your arm down. 10, 2, oh, there's those fun angles. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, inhale. And let's do one more for posture, rack posture, so your legs can be long or they can be in front, but go up and around, and then soft on your wrist. Here we go, lift your heart. 10. There you go. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now either stay here, or if you want to join me with the reverse plank or reverse table, you can do that. Or if you want to put your forearms on a prop, you can, but something back, something open. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now just to take a little break, so I'm going to face you. You're going to take a little massage with your hands on each way. Both hands down, palms press. One forearm forward. We're touching some hand stretches, one forearm forward. Good. Thumbs touch, fingers touch your jaw. This is the ulnar nerve as well. And then hold on to your feet or your ankles. Balance. If you feel okay, stretch out those knees. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can you come in a little bit? And let me turn so I can see this way. All right, try to stretch out. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now we're going to be letting go, so shoulders down. It looks like your right shoulder could go down, Miss Karen. 1, 2, 3, yeah, 4, yeah, 5, 6, energize. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome job. Grab a sip. Good job. And then we'll come back down for a moment. So take an inhale. And on your exhale, just check your space. I always like to make sure everything's safe. Now, once you're down, take your right leg up and just pump it a few times. And you might decide, wow, I really just need that hamstring stretch. You can do that, or you can come up and add an ab crunch, and the left leg can lift and hold. Now your belly's pulling in. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There you go. 8, 9. recover for a moment, and then pump this other leg, just bend it and straighten it. So we're getting it some movement before we hold it, right? Getting it some blood flow here. All right, now you're gonna hold on to something high, the foot or the ankle, the other leg's down like it's about 6 inches off the floor. And 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Recover. Now your head is down, your legs can go up. Now you can take a tiny pair of scissors. Do you feel your abs already? If you're not sure, put your hands on your ribs, and you should. You could add a little longer scissor, or you can come up. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And recover. Hug. Now leave the hands down to the floor for just a moment. Extend and then bend. Extend and bend. Now your ribs are down, so if you want to add on in layers, your hands hug, and then your hands reach, your hands hug, your hands reach, and then to continue adding on your layers, you come up, you still reach, you hug, you reach, you hug, you point, you flex, you point, you flex. 2 more, flex, 1, flex, and then relax for a moment. And we're gonna go back up to those scissors, soft knee bend. If you would like to add on, you can make it longer. Your hands can come behind your head, and you can add a rotation. And 10 more, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then recover. Nice job. Hands underneath your thighs. Grab a sip. Really good. And then we'll come up to our shins. Good. So 8 to 12 ounces. When you're up on your shins, if you have any knee sensitivity at all, grab a prop or double your mat. So your shins are comfortable, your knees are comfortable. It's not really your knees, it's below. So I'm in a long line, and I'm going to put this demonstration with my hands so you can see I'm in one long line: ear, shoulder, midrib, hip, and knee. Hinging, if you put your hands on your thighs, you could probably feel your quads lengthening and strengthening. So it's called an eccentric contraction. Now you can go back as far as you want. Good. Feel those thighs. If you go back further, it's harder. If you go back less, it's easier. So take 5 more. You want to have your abdominals helping you too, not just, you don't want your low back to feel more arched. Try 3 more. Inhale. 3. Good. 2. You got it. Yeah. And then 1. Nice. So we're going to just add on a little stretch. Let me see. I'm going to get myself more in there. So take 1 foot forward. Come up and hold. Good. Pull your ribs down a little bit. Pull your pubic bone up a little bit. 1 leg is back. There you go. 5, 4. Good. 3, 2. Inhale. Now switch the shin. So now the other shin's down, the other foot's far ahead. Now you're coming forward, but you still want to pull your ribs down and your pubic bone up. And 10. Breath goes low. 9, 8, 7, 6. Like someone's pulling your arms up towards the sky. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Now, you can use your knee pad if you want. I'm going to put 1 foot out. Good. And you can, let me move back a little bit. So you can do all sorts of arms. I'm going to start with this one because it's kind of middle of the road. But if you had neck issues or you needed a modification, you could cross. But if you want it harder, you have longer levers. Good. You want to feel your tummy? Add rotations. This leg stays long. And try not to throw the arms forward. All right, your hand is going to go on your leg, but it's not pushing on the knee. You go up, you might even go down, rotation, or towards the sky. The hand that's in the air could go down, push that top leg back, and breathe in. 10. And that leg's going out, and then you come up, switch it up. So now one leg's wide, long. And remember, you could do a few positions. Here's one, crossed, here's one. That's the middle of the road, or a little longer. Good, good. If you have a Pilates ring, this is a fun place to put the Pilates ring in your hand as well. 6, or maybe you like a Dyna band, just something up. 7, 8, 9. And if you're doing the arms, which it looks like everybody, it looks good. You're not throwing the arms. Good. Now we're going to add a rotation. So the same start, but then you turn. You breathe in, and then you exhale. Inhale and exhale. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more. You got it. Now we have a couple stretches. Hand on the thigh, up and over. And it could be, now your breath is definitely going to that side, but it could be you rotate down. And it could be that you rotate up. Inhale, this hand is going to go down. Keep lifting, keep reaching, even through your fingers. 5, 4. Good job, guys. And then you can neutralize it with just a child's pose. And then grab a sip. Good job. We're going to do another frontal plane one. Lie on your side. Now, the frontal plane, hi girl, is when you're on your side and you lift up your legs. Well, this is just an example. So feel your obliques. 2, 3, 4, 5. You may have to move that. Yeah, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, if you can add on your upper body, that's another 10. If that stresses your neck out and you just can't do it without the stress, then just do the lower half of your body. Now, you can add on here we go, 5 if you would like, or just go to one of the prior moves that I showed. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, let's do the other side. Let me get this out of the way. All right, so you're on your side. Now your legs was the first 10 reps. Take it 10, Also, you're reaching through your ankles. Your ankles are stable, not sickling or inverting. Feel the waist. Good. And then we do the arms as well, 10, or the upper body. 2, 3, and 4. Good. You feel your waist. 5, but you should not feel your neck. 7, 8, 9. A modification would be this hand helps. Good, Karen. Now you could put it all together. You could do 5, 4, 3. Here we go. 2. One more. Breathe in, up, and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab a sip. We're going to touch a little bit of the side hip. I like it for bone density and for balance. So the first position, it's also frontal plane, is up on your forearm, kind of like you're propping yourself up with your tripod of an arm. The legs are in your view. The top leg goes up and around like you're tracing a very large beach ball. And 3, lift up. 4, through your back. 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, you're going to go backwards. Here we go for 10. Now, the foot can be dorsiflex this time. 2, 3, and you notice how when your leg lifts, your torso would be tempted to drop, but you're going to try to keep it up. 5, so you're magnetized towards the sky. 7, you should feel your hip now. 8, 9. We're also always incorporating our foot work because we want to have good balance and decrease our chances of falls. Now the bottom leg's going to point. You want to pull your belly in. Long knee on the bottom. This one's not helping. Make sure the top leg's not helping. Flex backwards. Now, I want you to add on to this one at the top, point your toes and go up 10 pulses. And then flex your foot and go up 10 pulses. And then recover on the other side. We're going to the other side. Now your arm is underneath your ear. Oh, no, it's not. It's up. You know, I got distracted for a second watching Rigel tear apart that toy, blocking Karen's view. So you're up now. 5. Her dog was tearing apart a toy. 7, 8. Lift up high. I know that's my big cue for me. Now we're going to flex, so it's backwards. Hello, hummingbird. 1, 2. I've got a myriad of hummingbirds around here, guys. 6. I can't keep up with the food, the sugar water. They're drinking it so fast. Okay, now, you feel that leg, and then this arm comes down. This leg goes in front. Now it's out of the way, it's passive. So try not to let this leg help. It wants to, but don't. The bottom leg is gonna point. Try to go higher like a cantaloupe or a watermelon. There's a little waist pulling in right here too. Now we're going to do 10 with the foot the other way, and think about even the pinky toe. Lift it up high. Now the extra that we did for the inner thigh is to point and pulse. So try 10. And then flex 10. Pull your pinky toe back too. And then you're on your back. Now we're going to take a stretch. So you have one knee over. Leave that left knee down and open up your left arm. Try to stretch out your hip and your back, your shoulder and your chest. Knee down twist. Breathe, and like your exhale is your way to let go even more. 10, 2, 3. Now we're going to be doing the other knee down twist. So you'll be on your back, check your space, but your right knee or your other knee will go over. Your right arm will go out, and there's a chest stretch, a pec stretch, and a deltoid, hip, low back, upper back. 10. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And just come onto your backside for a moment and reach for your hands to your inner feet or your inner ankles so you have a bound ankle stretch. Open up the legs like a big V so you have your inner thighs. Now, if you need more, you can pull your toes back, but if you feel any kind of a nerve sensation with that, don't do that. Or if you feel anything in your knee or your, painful in your joint, you want to feel like the muscle, the belly of the muscle is getting stretched. 10, 2, and then a final one for that series we just did was right ankle to left thigh. Reach your hand through, and you might even grab a pillow for your head if you need it, or rock, or move your ankles. So try to get that hip feeling relaxed. And I like a rock. 10, 2, so good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Breathe in. Try that other one, ankle to thigh. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Let's pop up. So you could take your hands underneath your knees and grab. You got it. Let's touch base with a couple of seateds. We don't do them as frequently, but so we're just gonna touch base with these. So imagine you're a letter V with your legs, and if you need a bit of a prop, you could take a folded up towel underneath your sit bones, or soften the knees, or both. I gotta make sure I'm away from the wall, but you're gonna, need a little bit further. You're gonna rotate your spine first. So rotate your spine first, and then reach your pinky finger towards your pinky toe. So open, rotate, reach, and ease into it, because you might find you can go a little deeper after you've done a few. I got to move away from the wall still. So you don't want to worry about hitting anything. Now you're trying to keep your opposite pelvis to the ground. 1. Let's do 4 more total. So it'll be 1 more, 2 more, 3 more, and 4. Now we're going to take an up and over. You can pretend that you're going over a fence. Lateral flexion. Now, do you feel any differences? Is one side different than the other? If you need to, slow down on that side that might need more attention. 2. And one more. And then glue your legs together, even if you have to move a little bit so you're just twisting. Try to keep your hips glued and see, do you feel the same on one side? So I'm a little tighter going to the left, so I'm going to try to focus a little bit more on that left. 4, 3, 2. Now we're going to hold it. So even with your arms here, just stay, push, 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 10. Now if you notice, like me, that one side was tighter, you can stay longer on that side. Go inhale, keep your legs the same so one won't shift past the other. So I can feel this one's tighter, so I'm going to stay a little bit longer. So if you feel one's tighter, stay a little bit longer on your side. 10, good, 9, 8, 7, 'Nice job. Nice job. Now on this one, see if you can open up and you can stay. So it's kind of like you're going to the inside and then maybe up and over. Or maybe your hand feels better on the outside. Wiggle around, see what you need. Yep. Have fun. This one is getting a few things. You can tell your inner thigh, your lats, your shoulder, your intercostals when you breathe in. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now breathe in. And then you might find you just sort of slide on the inside, but you also might find you need to go here. You find what's good for you. Your other arm's going to go up like it's going over a wall. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Take another inhale and then come back up. Ooh, guys, grab a sip. Good job. I want to take a set of push-ups, but I want you to find or self-select which way is the best for you. One way could be on the wall, standing. One way could be on your hands and knees. One way could be on your hands and knees, more like a modified plank, or you could on your toes. So take a set of 15 of those push-ups. And then recover. Knee bend. And the next one is a triceps, but you could also do this with a hand weight or a tricep band, a Dynaband up behind your head. If you'd like to do it this way, it's going to be 15, 5 with the feet flat, 5 with one leg up, 5 with one leg up, or any way you can. So you could be here, bend, and then push and straighten. So yeah, you bend your elbows, but then you straighten them and you lift your hips. Good. 3, that a girl. Or you're doing your band, or you're doing your weight, or you're doing your seated tricep dips on a chair. One leg could go out. And then one leg could go out. Push up your hip too. Good. 3, 4, 5, and then take a little breather. Woo! All right, so one hand stretch is, you see how I fold my fingers under? Good. You can sit any way you want, kneeling or seated, but you're like this and you lean back. I'll show you an elbow, try to lengthen your elbow. Yeah, do you feel that more? Yeah, you felt it more, right? So this isn't as stretchy as this, good, usually. And then put your hands down, and then you might even lean forward. Again, if you bend your elbows, you won't feel it too much, but if you straighten them, feel that hand? Stretch, yeah. Does everyone feel it? Okay, because if not, put it further back and then lean more forward. So if you don't feel it, put your hand back here near your ankles and then lean forward. Better. Betty, do you feel that more? Yeah. Now, I want you to put your hands flat on the floor. Lift up your thumb only, not the rest of the fingers, just your thumb, lower. Now just your first finger only. Leave the palm down, lower everything, lift up your middle finger only. Are both lifting the same? Lower, only your third finger only. So my left one doesn't go as high, for example. You just want to notice. Now lower, now pinky. Good, one more time. Thumb, lower. First, just the first. Lower, just the middle. Just the third. Just the fourth. Okay, now kind of the opposite way. Hold your hands like you have a special penny in your hand. Now straighten out the first finger like you've ironed it flat. Now straighten out your middle finger. Karen, you'll have to tell me how this does for your hands. Middle, and now third, straighten it out. That's my hardest one. Straighten it, straighten it. Fourth, straighten it, straighten it. Fifth, fifth. So everything's flat. You're as flat as a pancake. No cupping, just flat. Now, only the thumb. Don't let the other fingers go along for the ride in a parasympathetic contraction. First finger, you can catch it, but keep the other ones flat. So my right one wants to curl more. Middle is curling, but now straighten out the other two. Now, third, straighten out the pinky. That one's so easier. And then reverse it. Pinky, third, middle, first, thumb. Shake it out. How'd that go? Yeah, good. So if you've been struggling with hands or doing a lot of hand chores, the hands just seem to do so much for us but don't get much attention. So there you go. And then do that other. I got to do one more for the, speaking of doing a lot for us but not getting a lot of attention. Okay, so hands, what do they say in Thailand? The feet or hands, it's the same word. So can you lift and spread your toes, kind of like you do, you know, when you see people tapping? Can you lift and spread your toes and lower them one at a time? Now leave the whole foot on the ground except for the toes. So lift, and you see how your arch, that tibialis anterior picks up the, or posterior picks up the arch. Now pinky all the way down to the big toe last. Now, if you had trouble with the big toe, you would find a broccoli rubber band or your hair band for a rubber band or an asparagus one, and you would separate the feet so your big toe would be further apart. So lift and spread your toes, catch that big toe with your rubber band and see how it has more space. And your toes should already be looking more spread out. Okay, now just lift the big toe all by itself, lower all 4 toes except for the big toe. Just the big toe, keep that up. Now lower your big toe but lift all the other toes up. Push the big toe down but lift the other toes up. The big toes down but the other, even if you have to do it with your hands. So I've got one little left second toe that's trying to curl, but I'm going to tell it to lift up. Good, now big toe up, all the other toes down. You should feel your feet working. Now big toe down, but all the other 4 are up. Here's the bonus. If you can do this, you pass. Big toe, pinky toe down, 3 toes up in the middle. That one's hard. There it is. So the big toe and the pinky toe are down, but the 3 toes in the middle are up. Good. All right, and then let's just see what's going on with them. Shake them out. Contract them really strong for 10. You're contracting them, contracting them, contracting them. Like if you had a piece of, like if you had a sock in your foot and you're holding on to it, okay? So contract. Now spread out, spread out, spread out, spread out as wide as you can. Spread out, spread out, spread out, and then relax. How'd it go? Did it go okay? Did they move? So now your feet should feel way better. In fact, let's stand up roll for a moment and just do a one-legged balance. Should feel a little easier to feel the ground. So just take 10. Yeah, 2, good. 3, 4, just try it. 5, see if you can feel your foot. Like new feet, and then try the other. Just try 10. So one of the predictors of not falling is toe gripping strength, toe gripping ability. Nice, yep, that's a good one. And then come back down. You did great. Now before you get too relaxed, either grab a foam roller or a Dynaband so we can do 2 stretches at once. One is the leg up and one is the leg down. So if you have a yoga block, that works too. If you have a Dynaband, that works too. I want one leg up, one leg down. And you're gonna feel like the belly of the muscle stretching. Nothing should hurt in the knee. Nothing should hurt in the sit bone. All right, good job today, 10. You can even take that across your body a little bit. I'm gonna move my position a bit, but keep going. Yeah, I'm gonna get a catty corner. And then out to the side. Try your other leg when you're ready. And then out. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and you could take both over just for a double psoas. The roller usually feels better when it's lower on this towards your gluteal fold. And then release that just for a moment. Take about 3 breaths where all you're doing is just rejuvenating, recharging. You might imagine you're in a beautiful alpine field with clear skies, birds in the background, and a pine tree smell. Perfect temperature, nothing to worry about, just rejuvenating. We're going to take another inhale. Come on up to your seated position. Really good job, guys. And then we'll just breathe in all that fresh alpine meadow air, and we'll let go of any worries. It doesn't matter right now. We're just recharging. We're just rejuvenating. Let it all go, and we'll breathe in the intention of a beautiful day, a beautiful, peaceful feeling inside that is unshakable, unperturbable. I like knowing I can set the tone of my own vibration. I like knowing that no one, nothing, and no event can take that from me. I like knowing that anytime I need to, I can reset and rehome with my natural vibration that is peaceful and my own in my own control with so much appreciation. Thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful day. Thanks for joining me with that very class. Let me know how your hand's feeling.